You're listening to Tacoma.fm. I'm Everett Erickson, and this is The Mixed Review, the movie review segment that gives you two perspectives on a film, one from someone who liked it, and one from someone who didn't. Today's movie reviews are for Red Sparrow, a spy thriller starring Jennifer Lawrence, Joel Edgerton, Matthias Schoenaerts, and Jeremy Irons. Dominika is a star ballet dancer in Russia who loses everything after an accident leaves her with a broken leg. Needing money for her mother's illness, she turns to her uncle, a high-up official in the Russian government, who gives her a second chance with a covert mission to track another politician's phone. When the encounter goes unexpectedly, Dominika is forced to become a Sparrow, a Russian soldier of seduction.
From this day forward, you will become Sparrows. Weapons in a global struggle for power. You'll be trained in psychological manipulation. You must learn to push yourself beyond all limitation. Take off your clothes. When we are finished with you, the person you were will no longer exist.
Now it's time for The Good Review. I, for one, am glad that spy thrillers and action movies with female leads are becoming more and more commonplace. Undoubtedly, this will lead to more unique stories that fit in the genre. Just look at Red Sparrow. I don't think a movie about a cold-blooded ballet dancer would likely succeed if it starred Tom Cruise. But don't quote me on that. Speaking of ballet, this movie uses classical music in a way that enhances the tone of a spy thriller, another unique aspect of this film's setup. The chemistry between Jennifer Lawrence and Joel Edgerton is refreshing, especially after Passengers, her film with Chris Pratt, which she was quite obviously unenthused playing opposite. Or that's just the way it came across to me. But by far in this movie, the best acting comes from Matthias Schoenaerts, whom I hate in real life now. He was that compelling of an antagonist, so compelling that I actually dislike him and get a little agitated whenever I see his face or have to pronounce his name. Red Sparrow is a spy thriller for a somewhat post-Cold War age, and fits into the place that last year's The Snowman left gaping at the beginning of winter. Hey, just because it's the good review doesn't mean I have to think all the movies are good. But anyways, I give Red Sparrow 5 out of 5 stars. And now, the bad review. Everyone was ranking on Jennifer Lawrence's performance in Darren Aronofsky's Mother last year, but this is the one everyone should point out as being Garbo. I'm telling you people, it's the accents. That's what takes down good actors. Bad accents. And J-Law's Marble Mouth isn't the only thing making this movie confusing. I can't tell what side anyone is on at any point in this movie. There's just so many double and triple agents that everyone just mushes together. That, and everyone acts very unspy-like. James Bond would be ashamed. No, Johnny English would be ashamed. The pace of the film is all messed up by having too many ellipses in the storytelling, and the movie makes too much time for completely needless and senseless torture porn. But what this movie really suffers from all boils down to bad twists. They're predictable, stale, obvious, and have been done in many better movies in many different and better ways hundreds of times. In the end, this movie is just a clone of Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy when you get down to the nitty-gritty. And even though that movie is pretty slow, I would recommend it long before I recommend this. Hey, just because it's the bad review doesn't mean that I have to think all movies are bad. Anyways, I give Red Sparrow 0 stars. That was two perspectives on the movie Red Sparrow, one from someone who liked it and one from someone who didn't. Now, if you want to see it or not, that's up to you. If you wanted to, you could check out Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy. Gary Oldman did just win an Oscar, you know. And instead of seeing The Snowman, you should check out my mixed review on it on YouTube. Or just don't see The Snowman. Whatever you do, make sure you listen in to the next mixed review. I'm Evan Erickson, and you're listening to Tacoma.fm.